What is up, Flick fans, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the brand new Jim Jarmusch film, The Dead Don't Die. I need you guys in the comments down below. Let me know, were you anticipating this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Leave those comments and let's talk about this film. So in a small, peaceful town, zombies suddenly rise to terrorize the town. Now, 3 police officers and a strange Scottish morgue expert must band together to defeat the undead. Now, Jim Jarmusch is a really good filmmaker when he wants to be. It seems to me like he puts out a movie every few years that really works. And when his films work, they work super well, and I always enjoy them. When his films don't work, or even slightly don't work, for me, they always fall flat. So he's a very up and down director, even though he has some absolute classics out there. So I was excited to see where this film could lead because it seemed to me like one of those movies under his regime that could perform well and showcase the expertise from a really good cast. And I mean, one of the best ensemble casts I have seen this year, from Bill Murray to Adam Driver to Selena Gomez. There's just a lot of talent in here. The one thing I didn't want to happen is for that talent to be wasted. I really enjoyed the trailers, liked the marketing. I was excited going into this movie. And let's talk about what worked at first, because it starts out and it throws you into this world. A world where crazy stuff is happening all around this small town, yet no one really seems to care. And when someone does begin to care, it's not like the level of care that we would have in real life. So I found that interesting, and it is a very satirical film in nature, so I wanted to laugh. And the first 10-15 minutes, I was giggling here and there. I'm like, yeah, I like where this is going. I like how everyone has that carefree attitude. And the horror comedy genre mixing looks like it's going to work until you get further into the movie and you're hitting the same beats and the film starts to become stale. And by the end of it, I looked around and said, was that it? Is that all we got? Because it felt like the most anticlimactic ending experience as a whole maybe that I've had all year. Not to say that it's a horrible movie, because I don't think it's horrible. I will just say, and I'll use the thing that a lot of people say on Twitter all the time, it's not for me. It's not a movie for me because it tried to be funny. It tried to be satirical. It tried to have this know-how nature about it. And oh yeah, we know all these things are going on, but we're going to stay to ourselves and make you laugh with that subtle humor. And yes, the humor was subtle, but at times it was so subtle that I couldn't find the humor in it. They were trying to be funny, and you have great actors, and I can't really point out anyone that gave a bad performance. Now, Tilda Swinton, she was given a weird performance, and where her character goes, especially at the end, made absolutely no sense to me. That's the point where it got too satirical. It was too over the top, and Jarmusch's decision for her character in particular did not work for me. Gomez is fine, but she's not in the movie all that much. Her character and her talent, or what we see in her, we've not really seen yet on screen, is wasted because that entire subplot just doesn't go anywhere. And that's what I have to say about most of this movie, is there are so many subplots and things happening with groups of characters and individuals that start to go places, and the movie, like I said, starts out as a compelling film and has a compelling plot, but once it pulls you in, you slowly start to backtrack and realize, well, it pulled me in, but it's not really taking me anywhere. It didn't take me on an exciting journey. The entire movie is just flat, and it's dull and it's stale, like I said, and that's not what I wanted out of a film like this. Now, yes, I watched the trailer and I anticipated the characters to have this attitude about them, but I figured it would be better. I figured the script would work better. I figured the plot would actually go somewhere. It feels like this movie just doesn't know what direction it wants to take the audience, and at the end of the day, the direction that it took me individually, I didn't like. I didn't have fun with whatsoever. And not that I have to have fun. I mean, the zombie trope can only go so far, and after a while you stop playing on those things and you start just relating to the characters, right? You're in this because of Adam Driver. You're in this because of Bill Murray. And the two actors played off of each other very well. I actually liked the dialogue between those two characters. I just didn't like the surrounding plot and where those characters ended up. Now, I will say there were a few funny jokes here and there. I didn't have a problem with the cinematography cinematography, the look of the entire movie. It had that bleakness that a zombie movie in this nature needs, and it has to have going for it. And no, I did not want this to be Zombieland, because Zombieland is the kind of movie that has a laugh out loud, over the top, these crazy, wacky characters, and we like movies in that nature. I wanted this to be its own thing. I wanted it to reinvent the wheel of the zombie genre, even though that's not technically a genre, and okay, didn't do that. At least make me laugh. Didn't really make me laugh. After a while, the jokes got old, and by the end of the movie, it just seemed like it didn't know what it wanted to do with these characters. Now, there is one decision made at the end, one really obvious joke, and you guys will know it when you get to it. I liked that. That was a nice decision, but at that point, I was already checked out. And at the end of the day, guys, I know a lot of people are going to dig this movie for what it is going for, and I know a lot of people will enjoy it. So I have to say this, give it a chance. If it's not for you, you will know after the first hour or so, and if it is for you, then I'm glad you went and saw it in the first place. I'm going to give The Dead Don't Die a 45%. Wanted to go higher. The movie didn't work for me. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave your comments down below. This is our place and space to talk about The Dead Don't Die. You guys are the absolute best. I'll be back very soon, I am sure, with another movie review, probably later on today, and I'll see you guys very soon.